Hey guys, Lawrence here from Dunham Ford. Just going to go over this 2020 Escape. Something that's unique about this one though, it's a hybrid. So this one here is a hybrid titanium version. Some new look on the front. It does have your nicer lights. This is the white style lights, which is fantastic. They changed the whole front end of this. Looks very Europeanish. And you got your fog lamps have changed, different rank here, different grills in the front. This one's got the titanium grill. It's more of a honeycomb cut, so it's very, very nice. Now on this model here, it does have your front-facing sensors, which detects stuff in front. It also has a adaptive cruise control and collision warning sensor right there in the front. So we'll take a walk around here. On the side here, you do have side sensors. This one here has your automatic parking feature, which allows you to parallel or perpendicular park the vehicle. The titanium does come with some really nice gray pocketed rims on this one here. This is they're aluminum, so they're very, very nice looking, and they're somewhat easy to keep clean. One thing I do like about the Escape is down here they do some styling, but this here helps you with rocks and dirt along the bottom. They did change the shape of the mirrors a little bit. In this model, you do have your blind spot assist, and it also has your cross traffic alert. So they did change the door handles on this new model. It does have intelligent access because I have the key here. As soon as I touch here, it unlocks the door. You can see it's doing that right now. Ford does have your security code right here, which is a nice feature. You can get in and out of the vehicle by just typing in your code. With the new look here, it gives it a different feel. It makes the vehicle feel like it's always in motion. It's lowered down a little bit compared to the previous generation. It's a tiny bit wider and it's a tiny bit longer. But in the very back, one thing that you gain with the little bit extra room that you have is these back seats. When I get in here, they're scooped out here. But these back seats have an extra feature where you can actually gain a little bit of space. They can move in and out. So they got about 4 or 6 inches of play, depending on what you want to do. The back passengers do get airflow, and you also have a plug-in in the back as well. These seats are leather. They're super comfortable. This seat can also be reclined a little bit. And you have a handle at the doors here to help you get in and out. Another new feature on the titanium, if you look on the door here, this one does have the diamond inserts in there. Just a different look. It is a harder material, but this is a soft material where you put your elbows when you're driving. They have room for cup holders here as well. Being that it's a hybrid, it's got an electric motor and a gas motor, which gives you a combined 200 horsepower. On the back side of this vehicle, you do have your camera. They've got a new look in the back. It does say Escape across here, which is really nice. They've changed a little bit of the shape of the window in the back. There we go. And it'll open it up hands-free. So that's nice when you got your groceries and stuff, you can do that. You could also open it up with the key fob, and you can close it down with this button up here. In the back, there's a little bit of room there. You can fold the seats down flat if you need to. There's a 12-volt there, so you can plug in a cooler if you're traveling. They also have your spare tires underneath here, and it is an aluminum rim with the basic spare tire, your jack there, and you got a little bit of storage underneath there as well. This one does have a handle, but I can put it down with this one. On the back here, you also have your backup sensors and your dual exhaust. Go around the side here. This is LED lighting. So as we get into the front of this vehicle, one thing I do notice is the doors are very, very solid when you're opening and closing them as well. But your front seats are a little different than the older ones. I find that they wrap my body a little bit better. Let's take a look inside. Inside here, we have all new dash. These seats, like I said, wrap your back really well. You have an all new dash. On the titanium, you get more of a wood grain look, which is nice. It's flatter on the top here. You get a B&O sound system. They've changed some of the look inside. These are all buttons that can be used with gloves on. They have a dial shifter in the middle. So if you take a look at the dial shifter, one advantage with that is it's more open inside here. This one has your Tim Hortons Special right here. You can put your cell phone in here, dual climate control, and then you have your screen that comes up here, and that you've got your navigation and all your other fun stuff on that one. So one neat thing with the titanium, when we turn it on, just push the brake and push the button here. The engine will only turn on if it's required. So right now it's on electric mode. The Titanium does have an HUD screen that comes up here. This will give me information like the current speed that I'm doing, maybe my next turn for navigation, etc. So you have your ambient lighting down here, which is in the blue. You have your navigation that comes up on the screen. But it says right on the screen that it's ready to drive. It gives me information regarding my battery or my engine. And this vehicle will seamlessly go between the two engines to give you the best possible fuel economy. So one thing that's nice about this, when you put it in gear, it will use electric power as long as it's able to, and then the engine will turn on to charge it up. So you can drive around town with just electric power, and if it requires gas power, it'll turn that on. So the other thing that changes is this screen will give you a different look based on the mode that you choose. So there is several different modes you can choose: eco mode, sport mode, slippery mode, deep snow and sand mode, and normal mode. So depending on which mode you choose, it'll change the dials to give you an idea of what mode you've chosen. So because it's on sport mode, for example, everything turns red, gives me a little bit more information, it's more sporty. If I change this mode to eco mode, it'll be green, and it will give me better fuel economy, etc., based on what I'm doing. So it optimizes based on what I choose. Okay, so the interesting thing, this vehicle is actually running right now, and the engine is off. So what happens is it's using the battery power. So if I put it in drive, we'll drive forward, and it'll just be silent. That's it. You can drive around town. You just use electric power, and it'll kick in the gas power if it's needed. So there you go. The gas just kicked in, and it'll probably just charge up the battery, and then it'll use electric power whenever it's required. If you are interested in this vehicle, guys, you can reach us at www.denhamford.ca or give us a call at 780-352-6043.